All right, so I picked up the SUNLU build surface for 3D printer, the 235 by 235, so for one of my smaller printers. And as all of SUNLU's products are, nice packaging. And hopefully the hardest part of the effort is getting it out of the box. So kind of stuck in there, tape on the sides. All right. So normally use PEI surfaces, but I've been doing some PETG and TPU prints that I was just wanting to try just a regular type flexible build surface here. And so this comes with 2 surfaces and a magnet. Now I do have a magnet on one of my smaller printers, and I'll try it with that. And obviously has its magnet there. So made for a 235 printer, so a lot of those sort of sizes there, and you can see it's a reasonable thickness here, very, very flexible, and supposed to be really nice and sticky. Good print adhesion, so I will kind of give that a little bit of a test and see. So it's got a little bit of a texture to it, and I'll see what kind of finish that leaves on the bottom side of the prints. So let me go take a look. All right, so here's one of the printers that I have. They're really not real smooth level there magnet on, so I thought I'd just try and see how it works on there, because they do talk about the orientation of the magnets, and because magnets have a north-south kind of pole, and I am seeing that situation here is that it does not exactly want to go exactly to the corner of my existing magnet on there, so it's kind of resisting me, as you can sort of see. So I could kind of use it there, just a little not exactly centered.
Alright, so before I install, I'm just gonna put a little isopropyl alcohol on here. Make sure it's clean, using a nice clean microfiber cloth. Let that dry, and then the trick here is going to be not just pulling off the entire backing, just part of it to allow me to line it up, and I think it will just be easier for me to do front to back. And I'm going to click on my glasses because I want to see what I'm doing here. I did check that the stock bed here is relatively flat. I will check after the magnet goes down just to see how that compares, but to me that's good enough when it's smooth without bubbles. So that is why I did not pull the rest of the backing. And of course, I don't know if you can see what I'm going to do, but I'm going to start pulling the backing up in the back just little bit by little bit and smoothing it out as I go. And then we'll see how square I got it on the front by how the sides stay on the way. So I figure slow and steady wins the race here. I don't need to be a hero. At the very end, I'm trying to minimize any bubbles. Press down fairly firmly here. It seems pretty nice, and looks like I did a pretty good job getting it on there. Well, so now, although I do see a high spot for that screw, underneath, so I may need to peel that up and take care of that. Light is kind of catching that right there, so that could be a problem for me. But that's on there pretty nicely, and what I could do is get down here and shine a light in the back, and looks like there's a tiny little dip in the thing, but that more likely was what I was seeing with my bed for putting it on. So there was this little dip in the middle, but so I'll be interested to see what this little bolt up there makes any difference. So I may have to cut that little spot, and that has nothing to do with this magnet, but I don't know if you can see. Actually, it looks like each of the bolts might just be sticking up a little bit, kind of catching the light here just a little bit. If you can focus on that. Are we going to focus or no? There we go. Come on. Come on, focus. Yeah, it's kind of catching the light there. So, indication that there's a little unlevel spot, but that's a problem with my printer, not with this. So I'll probably take care of that after I do some testing here and see how it does. So let me fire up a test.
All right, so here's a print with some tricolor silk PLA, and as you can see, it is on there very well. Flex a little bit, comes off, and sort of see that texture there underneath. So again, drawn really well, and then granted, silk PLA tends to really stick, but pretty cool texture. So let's see, in the skirt line there is pretty well stuck onto the, so everything really adhered all the way around. Given that my bed was not perfectly level, smooth, crammed, whatever you want to call it, but sticks very well. And again, hope you can see that texture in there. Kind of a neat little effect. So that's pretty good. And so next I wanted to try some TPU, which can be known to be a little bit tricky to get stick on there, but I'm actually printing a TPU Infinity Cube here, and right away, first try, everything stuck all the way around very nicely, and finished beautifully, and with a little bit of effort, comes right off. And again, kind of get that texture on there. And a little bit of squish to it. So this is the main reason I got it, for printing some TPU things. And so sticks well and comes off well. So exactly what I needed this to do. So I'm very happy. Hope this is a helpful look, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.